I was reading something very interesting about wearing black last night. Because somebody asked me a random question about why do people wear black at funerals? So, because when we meditate, I will generally recommend that we don't wear black. So, back in the old days, this is Roman old days, yeah? Romans were the ones, apparently, who started wearing dark colours at funerals. And up until then, everybody wore white or wore light colours, because it represented purity and it represented lightness. And there's lots of traditions that still wear white as part of funeral ceremony. But because the Romans got as far as England, and they started that tradition there, the English took up that tradition, and then that went kind of all over the world. So that became, it flowed into traditions and culture to wear black at funerals. However, so this is around maybe Victorian times, or maybe a little bit before, so let's say 150 years ago, thereabouts. People would wear black at funerals, but it was considered to be a bit mad to wear black at anything else, or at any other time. You were considered to be a bit eccentric, let's say, to wear black at any other time. Because of the representation, it represented mourning, it represented grieving. So it's an interesting question to maybe look at, as to how has black started to flow into our culture in other ways than in funerals. So the nature of black as a color, the vibration of black absorbs negativity. So if you think of, so traditionally, we don't get told this very often about priest training, but a huge part of priest training is training them as healers. So to be a priest, so let's say a person of the light, working in a community with people, and you want to absorb as much negativity from the people as you can, and that's how you heal them. That's how anybody gets healed. Yeah? A healer takes the negativity, transforms it, person feels healed. So it's possible that it may have been adopted for this reason, that it will absorb negativity. So, negativity has very curious ways of operating. Okay? So do an experiment of wearing all black and go into an environment and see what you feel afterwards. So wearing black, we will generally find that so negativity doesn't necessarily manifest in, big boogeyman kind of negativity stuff, yeah? How we can often feel it is that we'll feel quite tired. Or we can feel kind of grouchy, ratty, irritated, that sort of feel. How our energy becomes open to negativity penetrating through is if we have any negative energy within our system, especially fear. If we have anything within us that feels a little bit anxious or a little bit fearful, outside negativity has a way in through that. It's like a chink in our armor. So to be completely impenetrable to negative energy, we need to be completely light. So you're talking saintly level. Yeah. So this is possible, but there's quite a lot of mantra before you get to that. Yeah. But don't rule it out. When we clear all negativity out of our system, outside negativity finds it harder to latch on. So that's why mantra works so well, because it highlights the negativity that we have inside, helps us to clear that, brings light in so we get stronger. Our energy field generally gets stronger. And you'll notice this over time. And that feeling of strengthening of your energy, that feeling of your mind becoming your own space, not influenced or not being interfered with anything external. Mantra gives that level of protection, brings that level of lightness inside. But this is all a step-by-step process. So that's very achievable. It's very achievable. But it's more than just having an openness in your mind. It's more than just that. It's not, the belief that I'm protected from negativity is not quite enough. because negativity is invisible mostly. Can't quite see it. Yeah. So we have to rely on what our feelings tell us about whether I have anything negative inside. You know, you can wear something black. If Saturn is being difficult in your astrology, and you need to do something to win the favor of planet Saturn, then you can do something like, there's crystals you can wear. So you can wear black crystals. Yeah? Or blue sapphire is another good one for planet Saturn. Yeah. I don't want this to seem very convoluted or complicated, because it actually isn't. Yeah. It's actually really, really simple as a practice. It's the practice of what's light in us connecting to more light. But the process of that will show up what's not light in us so that we can heal it and clear it. Yeah. That's it at its most simple. And our negativity will show up, whatever negativity we're holding. So it can be our own, it can be in the form of past pain, like sorrow or upset or anger or things like that. Or it can be in the form of particular patterns of thinking. We might have a negative way of thinking about ourselves or a negative way of thinking about a situation. Or it can be different other negative behaviors, like addictive behaviors or cravings for certain kinds of foods, like sugary foods or unhealthy foods, things like that. So you get the general idea. Negativity is, in terms of how things feel, it's the icky, negative, heavier side of things. Light energy genuinely feels light. It genuinely feels more calm, more peaceful, all of that.